Hi everyone. So India has successfully landed on the moon. The Chandrayaan 3 mission has now been successful. What we're now going to do is actually imagine how it would be if India landed spacecrafts or spaceships on every other planet, including the sun, which is not a planet, right, which is our star, in the solar system. And we're going to do this through Midjourney AI. Now what we're going to do is quickly first take out names of all planets in the solar system. Let's quickly get them all out in order, which is Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. So let's start with the Chandrayaan itself. Let's start with the moon, right? Now what I did was I gave a few prompts. As soon as I saw the success of the mission, right, I was excited. I was thinking, let's now make something which can actually depict it, right? So I did Chandrayaan 3. I typed /imagine Chandrayaan 3 spaceship of India landing on the moon. What did it give me? It gave me such beautiful ones. Look at this one. Superb. I particularly liked one or two of them. This one is so good. It's landed and it looks like you can see the Earth's outline, and it looks like the moon because it looks kind of dark, right? So really good. This one was a little too bulky, and I'm sure India's Chandrayaan is not like this. India's Chandrayaan is beautiful looking, and I think it might look like this. Now what I also did was I also made it in aspect ratio 16:9, right? And I particularly liked this image, which I have put as the thumbnail of this stream. Okay, so now moon is taken care of, right? Now where else do we go? Let's do India on the sun. Now when I typed spaceship of India landing on the sun, it actually gave me these 4. It's very abstract, but yeah, let's see what it has given me. Something interesting to see. Okay. If you look at that, it looks like there is a civilization on the sun, which is quite a cool image. But yeah, and that's another one. Spaceship on India landing on the sun. This is the image that it has given me in Midjourney. It's not really landing on the sun, but it's put the sun in the background and it's made a nice cool looking spaceship. Okay. What if we make Chandrayaan land on the sun, right? So let's do imagine Chandrayaan 3 landing on the sun. Spaceship of India landing on the sun. So it usually takes like a minute to generate, 30 seconds or so. I also did Chandrayaan 3 spaceship on India landing on Mars to see how that would look. So I think that's not a bad one. The first one, that looks pretty good. This fourth one also looks really good. So all you have to do is click on the U4 or U1, right? You type it, it'll give you the image. And these are all AI generated. This is not reality, but it's based on what it thinks, right? What AI would imagine India's spaceship as when it's landing on different planets. I did landing on Venus, but Midjourney has this specific kind of spaceship image, right? Spaceship shape, which again and again it keeps using this round elliptical one. So what we will do is we'll just say Chandrayaan landing on rather than spaceship, because otherwise it's giving the same shape, right? That's nice. So I did Chandrayaan 3 spaceship of India landing on the sun. I know Chandrayaan 3 is of course spaceship for the moon, but since Midjourney is not able to get the image right, I thought let us just use Chandrayaan 3. This is just an exercise in imagination, right? And just for fun. There, that's our one. That's another one. I'm just going to check if the stream is working. We'll get back. Yep, it seems to be working. All right. Oh, that's an interesting image. I said Chandrayaan 3, spaceship of India landing on the sun. Okay. It's made something very unique looking and very interesting. Of course, this is all just AI, right? This is another really good one. Chandrayaan 3 landing on the sun. What it is doing is, it is not really giving you landing on the sun. It's giving you landing probably on the moon itself with the sun in the background and something like the sun. So AI is not so advanced that it will... Spaceship of India landing on Venus. All right. And let us give Chandrayaan 3 spaceship of India landing on Jupiter. Let's just landing on Saturn rings. Let's do that. And I know it probably can't land on the rings, but just going through the Saturn rings. What else? Uranus and Neptune. And those of us who have studied earlier, Pluto used to be a planet, so I'm going to include it in our list. Let's put in Uranus and Neptune. Let's not do Chandrayaan 3, let's just do spaceship. And let's just do spaceship landing on Neptune. And let us do spaceship landing on Pluto for the old timers here, when Pluto used to be a planet. Let's see how the images that it's given us now. So this was the sun. I mean, it didn't really make sun, but it made something in the background. Very beautiful looking image, which could be made on Midjourney. So remember, whenever you guys prompt or anyone prompts, even if I prompt the same thing again, it's going to give me a totally different image. That's how AI works, because it's trained on billions of data points. And what it does is it basically kind of guesses based on those data points. So every time it guesses, the results are different. All right. So it is generating all of this stuff. It has generated on Venus. That's interesting. Look at this one. Look at this particular one, or even this one is looking so good. Let's open and see. Wow. This is what it has given me for Chandrayaan 3 landing on Venus. So cool looking, very cool. So you can basically right click and save as, right? This is Jupiter, landing on Jupiter. What a nice photo. What a nice image. Chandrayaan 3, if it were to land on Jupiter, theoretically imagined by AI, of course not realistic, but very cool looking spaceship. Cool. Oh, look at that one on the Saturn rings, as if it's looking at the Saturn rings, right? So really good pieces of art that Midjourney gives you. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Chandrayaan 3, what if it went, or you made a similar spacecraft and sent it to Saturn? This is Midjourney AI imagining it. It's looking so good. So good. What if I want to make variations of this? I can just give it variations. I can just submit, right? I just did very strong. Really good. I think, let us see if it has given us everything. It has given us Venus. Look at Pluto. So this time I just did spaceship. I wanted to see what if I don't give Chandrayaan. Okay. Give me a second, I'm just switching on the lights, everyone. Sorry, it's got dark in here. So cool. Now, it gave us a beautiful image of Chandrayaan 3 on Saturn. I particularly liked this one. Gave us a beautiful image of Chandrayaan 3 on Jupiter. Has it made Pluto? It has made Pluto. But when I said just spaceship, it didn't give me something interesting. Let's do Chandrayaan 3 only. I think it's the time for Chandrayaan 3. So Chandrayaan 3, for those of you who don't know, is India's spaceship, which is right now spacecraft, which has gone and landed on the moon for the first time. Soft landing, perfect landing, and super execution by ISRO. Let's say Chandrayaan 3 landing on Pluto. Oh, I gave a random spaceship and it gave me this, right? But I think when I'm giving Chandrayaan 3, it's actually giving me something very interesting. This is when I just gave a random spaceship, which is also good looking, but I think I prefer Chandrayaan 3 because it seems to have mapped it with the actual image somewhere. Probably doesn't have access to Chandrayaan 3 images, I don't think, because Midjourney and all of these AIs are usually a little bit late. They don't catch up with the latest information. It might have taken the previous Chandrayaan images, for example, right? But it's definitely giving me much better images if I type Chandrayaan 3, just as an experiment. And we may even release all of this as free artwork, as free NFTs to the world, right? So that they can appreciate the beauty of what we have accomplished in India. That is so good. Chandrayaan 3 landing on Saturn rings or going through Saturn rings. They probably don't land on Saturn rings, but really nice images. Really nice. Really nice 4 images. Landing on Pluto, it gave me this. Okay, that one looks very interesting. It's almost like a big megaphone or a microphone, and I like the third one as well. That's the one on or near Saturn rings. Really good image. And that is the one near Pluto. On Pluto. That's another one on Pluto. So cool. So amazing to see. Good images. All right. So that was just a short stream to show you guys and to show everybody what's possible on Midjourney. See how quickly I've generated all these images. Play around, experiment, whatever your heart desires, right? You can get images out at the drop of a hat. We're going to create a comprehensive short tutorial on how to actually set up Midjourney. But the basic idea is that you go to midjourney.com, join their Discord. Discord looks like this. There are servers on Discord, and you have to pay, I think, $30 for the subscription is what I would suggest. You get unlimited relaxed generations. If you see, my generation is relaxed. So I have unlimited number of them. Once I pay $30 per month, I can keep making as many images as I want. And what I do is I don't, of course, you would not want to play within, would not want to make images within Midjourney's server itself, which looks like this. Let me show you. This is Midjourney's server itself. So if you were to make, you can see a lot of people making images here. It will just load. But what I would suggest is the way to do it, go about it. Here you'll have to keep searching which is your image, right? So you have to make another bot for yourself. You have to make another server for yourself, and easily you can actually do it. You go to direct messages and there would be an add Midjourney bot, right? We will detail out how to do this in a proper video, but basically I have added that Midjourney bot to my direct messages. Now I just interact with this Midjourney bot. That's it. Super simple to do. Yeah. Thank you everyone, and congratulations to India and to ISRO on the successful launch, on the successful landing of